Today we will be sharing rhubarb plants with friends who started their first garden while answering some of their questions.
Hey, guess what? I'm going to bring over a special, call it a treat for years to come, rhubarb. Our good friends Julie and Tom, who are brand new gardeners, and I promised them to give them some rhubarb, so we're going to go ahead and grab them some rhubarb. Now listen, rhubarb is probably one of the easiest things to transplant. You can't kill it. I like to just kind of break off some of the bigger stems, make it easier to transplant out. I'm just going to simply take a shovel full of the root system. Hold on a second. There we go. And we'll just dig out a nice little hunk for them, and they can enjoy some new rhubarb, just as mine was given by transplant from my father-in-law, which came from his father-in-law. So, and I've shared rhubarb with probably a couple other neighbors, not neighbors, but some friends from our church, and they all tell me it does very well. You just want to give it a good moist place. It looks like I'm going pretty rough here, but it's just a matter of getting it out. Here it comes. Come on in and see this, Jen. There she is, just getting part of the root system. And as long as you keep it well watered through the summer, mulch it down, you'll do fine. There we go. We'll stick it in a pot for them, and we'll bring it over a little bit to continue our survey of their garden. And they got some questions for us, so we're looking forward to helping them answer some of the questions, being new gardeners. We are back with our good friends Julie and Tom, who are newer gardeners, and we've been having a good time sharing ideas with them. And I just pulled this plant out of the a few minutes ago out of the garden, and this is for you guys.
Thank you.
We got another one there, and we're going to show a place where we can probably plant it. So come along here. Just kind of thinking of an idea. I mean, rhubarb does like sun. You do have the tree problem a little bit in the morning, but for now you can always start it anywhere along the edge of the grass here. Rhubarb is pretty tough. But you may want to debate keeping it here. Otherwise, somewhere up by the fruit trees is good too. As long as you don't run over the lawnmower.
What does it need for sun?
It probably needs about 8 hours a day. So it depends what you got here. In the morning trees. That's the important thing with gardening, is always making sure you're going to at least get about 8 hours of sun a day. And I know the trees. I have the same problem in my garden. I got the wall with the trees. You guys see the woods behind it always. So that's an ongoing thing. As they get bigger, it's going to be more of a challenge. But you get a lot of good afternoon sun, and it's looking beautiful here.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we had talked about a couple things the other day about thinning, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the biggest problem with new gardeners, and this is not a criticism, is I hate pulling out the stuff and throwing it away.
Yeah.
I was thinning peaches the other day, and thousands of peaches we probably thinned, seriously, because a lot of them. And but if you don't get them thinned out, you aren't going to get a decent crop. So what you've done so far.
So Tom spent a significant amount of time thinning out the carrots.
Awesome. Yeah.
So I think
much better.
But you're right. It definitely has these things grew in instead.
It's starting to grow up. Yeah. It's starting to leaf out like that, and before you know it, it'll be coming along. You definitely want to go and give it a little cultivation. Have you been fertilizing any at all?
Yes, we use the fish emulsion.
Oh, beautiful. I love that. Yep.
Like probably every week.
Yeah, I can tell it's definitely coming up. And give it a little cultivate like that once in a while. Loosen the soil up so it gets nice and keeps nice and fertile and looser. But that looks beautiful.
Do you do it in the middle too?
Yeah, just go right down here.
And that's okay.
You don't have to go very deep because just enough to keep it also helps keep the weeds free too.
Oh.
Here we go. Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yep. And your tomatoes are coming along beautifully. You've got them spaced properly, about 1.5 feet by 2.5 feet. You know, when you start, you always think, oh, they're so small. Will they ever get that big? But they take off.
They've definitely grown.
Yeah. And you're already staking them up. It looks like. Oh, very good. You're ahead of me. It's good.
Yeah.
I even gotten close to staking.
We get a lot of wind.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep them. Which variety is this? Do you know roughly? These are.
We did them in the same. We labeled those, but we did them in the same.
Are they like a main
pattern.
season? or a plum tomato,
I
or?
think a little bowl. There are 3 different kinds.
Okay, all right.
I know we have a bunch of the little
Yeah.
ones. That
I hear you like sauce too, tomato sauce.
Yes, big tomato sauce fan over there.
Oh, look! Oh, I can just eat it by the spoonful, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to see your recipe for that.
We got a few when we work on, so that'll be fun to watch that through the season here as that comes along. I can tell you've been fertilizing because it looks nice and vibrant. There's no yellow leaves on it, and good job, awesome, great. And I see you've got all blueberries. There we go.
Yeah.
Smart. You already have it netted.
Yeah, check that out.
Like,
You can go in
these
one
are.
spot.
When'd you get these plants?
We got them probably Mother's Day, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, they already got the blueberries on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
they
there's
came
actually.
with them.
Yeah.
Look, they turned.
Hold a second. Yeah, you got a ripe one in the middle here.
Oh my gosh, I
Yeah.
didn't see that.
There we go.
That's awesome. So it's pretty exciting because I think we've dreamed about always having our own garden,
Yeah.
and to actually garden as a couple is really exciting.
That's great. You guys are doing really well. You got them spaced out properly there, and they'll do fine. Absolutely. And you got them composted too. I like to see that.
Yeah.
We don't. I know it's not a lack of moisture problems this year. We got plenty of it, but it's definitely helps when it gets warmer. And yeah, my peas are looking about like this too.
Really? Now, did you actually get peas yet?
We are just getting them. Just getting them. And you're blossoming them out, so pretty soon.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
And and these will keep growing.
Oh, that's the pea.
Yep, it's coming out. Yep, it's getting ready to blossom out.
Get out. Okay.
So you'll be good. You'll be good for your and they'll probably last about a good 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, really?
And then what I would recommend doing is when they're done, rip them out and plant some beans in its place.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Because you can get beans. I plant beans right through the first part of August because they'll last for 60 days, and with the good warm falls we have, they'll do fine right to the first part of October, picking fresh beans. Then you got corn.
Yes.
Very good. You got it spaced properly. Awesome.
And you actually replanted that one.
And it came out, yeah.
And he survived.
So what a lot of times I do is you'll get a situation where the corn is maybe miss a few. So I'll just grab, because you did the right thing, double planting in a few areas. I'll just take my hands, grab a hunk out of there with the roots intact, and just shove it in the hole and give it the watering. It always survives for some reason. As long as you get most of it with it, that's fine. And what do you got going here?
So cucumbers.
Very good.
We got the baby cukes.
Yep. A little cultivation is always good, just lightly, and definitely you got them spaced right. You can probably even take that one out, sacrifice that one eventually.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Do I do that now?
Yeah, good. Just grab it, rip it out. Yep. I know you hate doing it, but you know what?
So sad.
You have plenty of vines coming in.
So sad.
This will fill up big time. We come
Really?
back to the end of July. You won't believe how full this will be. And
Oh, wow,
We'll
really?
be back before that.
Okay. Visit before then.
Yep. And tomatoes looking really good. You're going to get plenty of tomatoes. Oh yeah.
Now, for these things, like, should you take off like this looks kind of bad.
You can. I do, clip off the bottom branches sometimes.
You do? Because he just
You
looks...
clip them or rip them?
Just take my little fingernails and just snip them. There we
Okay.
go. They come right off. Yeah.
I was thinking...
And you can, depends how fussy you want to get. You can deal with the suckers, which are these guys right here. They're just barely coming out right now. I don't know if you can see that.
I've already plucked them all.
Yep. There are going to be plenty of them coming. I manage them somewhat, but I don't go too crazy. But as your plants are close together, you probably want to manage them more because this is going to get overcrowded. So you definitely want to keep the suckers down and find one main shoot you want to come up. And look, you already got blossoms. Yeah, right
Oh,
there.
nice. So,
There we go. You're on your way.
That's exciting.
So you'll have tomatoes probably in about another month.
Oh,
I know they tell the wait that long, huh?
yeah, it's like so exciting though.
Great, awesome. So we got over here, we got some squash, right?
Yeah, zucchini
Oops,
and
sorry.
squash.
Yep.
So you helped us replant that
Hey, that's
one.
looking good. Enough
Actually,
moisture
looks
is kept.
okay.
I think it's going to make it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The question we had about squash: can you transplant squash the other day? And the problem with transplanting squash is if you don't get enough of the dirt around the roots, they don't like the roots being disturbed too much. But once in a while, you can get lucky. And then we'll talk about squash culture later on because there's always a couple of challenges that come along with bugs. But we'll cover that another day. With a lot of rain we've been having, there's been very few bugs.
Yeah.
So they just don't have enough time to hatch or something like that. So it's not being a big issue right now. But organic is so important, and I find going to organic, I did about 5-6 years ago. The bugs just no problem. Very few bug problems anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes the
good.
soil healthier, keeps the organism alive, and it fights off bug problems.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Makes me feel
definitely
better
does.
about it.
Great, awesome.
We replanted the winter squash.
You did, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just the other day though.
Yeah,
So.
you got time. Absolutely, it'll come out. I mean, winter squash can survive right through October. And watch out for the woodchuck.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
yeah.
out using my garden today.
Oh really?
I put a trap out. Yes. Yep.
We definitely put netting underneath, right? You put like a netting.
Yeah.
Oh, you
So
did.
that's-
Tell me about it. What did you do, Don?
What'd you do?
What did you do?
Just 1/4-inch wire mesh underneath, just in case anything wanted to burrow up, they wouldn't
Okay.
be able to.
Good idea. That's a great idea because you got the chipmunks and little
Everything.
whatever else is down there. Hey, we haven't had many moles or voles this year. A couple of years ago, I couldn't get my seed potatoes to come up. It was horrendous. They're eating everything. But everything goes in patterns and cycles. I think really disease plays a part on the rodent population. And then other years it'll pop up all of a sudden. So you always got to pay attention, be alert to what's going on. If you start seeing problems, then you got to deal with it or call me.
Yeah. We'll be calling you.
Good job. Awesome. So you're out one way. Oh, you got last thing, sweet potatoes. They are looking
Yeah.
phenomenal. Look
Do
at these
they?
things here.
They look.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely have grown.
Yeah, really. You got the plastic down. Very, very wise. That's good. Okay, these are going to do great. And I find you really don't have to give them a lot of fertilizer. Give them some fish meals every once in a while, but they are taking off beautifully. You even got vines coming out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. And then
You're
when
on
do
your way.
we'll have to figure out how it's ready. Do you just like dig down?
Yeah, it'll be ready around middle September, end of September. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I cheat. I kind of look once in a while, pull the soil, just kind of my hand and feel what's going on.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. You don't start cheating until the end of August.
Yeah.
though.
Okay. Then I'll
Yeah.
be patient.
And then we got fruit trees. We'll finish with the fruit trees here. We do have deer around here, and they do like coming down. You can't see because the sun's in the way here, but they took a little nibble at the top of the fruit trees here, so I recommended we got some netting here for you. Put it around so it's about 4 feet high, and keep it out wide enough. We'll leave it alone. So they'll stop. They haven't hit this tree too bad, so just keep it far enough away so they can't get the long necks in there.
Right.
You should be pretty good. So, and you don't have to worry about bugs this year really with the fruit trees. It's not going to be an issue because you don't have any fruit
Any
yet.
fruit going.
So there we go. Awesome. Well, this is awesome. You guys are on your way, and we'll appreciate letting us sneak over and see your garden and the rhubarb. We'll figure out where to put that in a moment here. And enjoy your evening, and I appreciate watching the channel. And for those who are new, follow this couple here because we're going to come back with more updates of what they're doing. And from a newer gardener, and then continue with what we're doing up there. And we're only about a quarter mile from each other.
Yeah.
You can't see the woods, but through the woods is about 1,000 feet away, so not too far at all. Great. Have a good night, and we thank you again, Tom and Julie, for giving us time to answer some questions. Yeah. All right. Have a great night.